They've seen me coming. Good morning, everybody. Right, let's open up. Open the doors. Good morning, good morning. You happy to see me, are you? Hello. Where's your babies this morning? Oh, there's a baby. Look at that. Hello, little baby. They're bringing their babies to visit. You got a song for me? Well, that's a very nice little song. Thank you. So this one is last. Excuse me. Everyone's very loud this morning. This one here is last year's baby, and then the one behind is this year's baby. All right. Let me sit down. I'll feed you. Hello, Cookie. Hello. Let me sit myself down. It's a big ibis. There's a currawong down there. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Hey, don't pick on your babies. You're all hungry. Hang on. How am I going to do this now? All right, I'm going to have to get one out. There you go. You can have that one. You can have some of that. You can have that. You can have that. There you go. It's difficult one-handed. I can hear a baby down there on the grass, and that's a baby. We'll see if his parent will give him that piece there that he's just got. Please, Mum. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. All right, here you go. Do you want another one? You're going to have to all be patient because I can only do this one-handed now. There you go, Cookie. How's that? Is that good? Yum. I'll zoom out a little bit because you can't see it. I'm just going to throw things down here on the floor because it's going to take me way too long to feed everybody otherwise. G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Petrie's, resin, alcohol ink, Petrie dishes. I'm going to have a little play with them over the next few weeks. If anybody is interested in learning how to do Petries, or maybe we're trying to perfect the Petrie, come along and we'll see what we can do. So I have been playing with them a little bit over the last week, just trying to sort of figure out which resin to use and how much ink to use and how much white to use and all that sort of thing. So if you don't know what a Petrie is, I'll kind of I'll show you. Now this one here, look how pretty it is. This one hasn't got much in the way of dropping. So what you do is you put down some coloured alcohol ink and you put down a white alcohol ink or Sinker white, and that pushes through the coloured ink and makes like little dendrils, or I don't know what they're called, but pretty. Like that's still pretty, even though it hasn't got anything sort of dropped down on it. It's still really pretty. It says love, L-O-V-E, love. And how pretty would it be? These would be great for gifts, I think. You could put it on your bookshelf. Yeah, on your desk at work, anything. You could put photos in it. And we don't have to do it for Petries, but I made this particular mold specifically with Petries in mind. Now this one didn't have very much droppage. This one had a bit too much droppage. I feel like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This is too much droppage, but you can see what it's doing. The little dendrils or on the sides there. So we're going to have another play today and see if I can improve. These ones here, these ones I did with, these are Let's Resin opaque alcohol ink. So they've already got a white in them. So this one here is just those alcohol inks. Little bit of droppage happening there. Still really pretty. And then I tried again with those again, but added the white Pinata alcohol ink as well. So put down those opaque alcohol inks and then dropped my white Pinata on as well. So a lot more, a little bit sort of muddy-ish, the colors. So anyway, we're gonna try again. That's a bit brighter. So anyway, we're gonna play around and see if we can create some Petries. But look, I think anything is really pretty. If you don't like the look where they sort of drop down, that's a much brighter look. That's really pretty too. Just depends on what you're after. All right, so let's get started. This is my love mold. It's got 6 loves in it. They're about they're 15 millimeters deep. They are. So I'm going to do two types in here. Now some of the colors, like the pinks stain your mold, which it doesn't matter. I mean, for your mold it doesn't matter, it's just got a bit of color on it. So the pinks and the yellows I found stain the mold. So I'm going to use these two. Oh, maybe I'll just use the bottom ones. They're closer to me. These ones again. Go up a bit. Zoom in a little bit. Maybe we'll just use those two on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one with my homemade inks that have already got the white Pinata mixed into them. And then this one here is just going to be the same colors, but well, I've got to find my droppers. I buy these big bottles. I've had these for years actually, and then I put them into my little bottle. See, there's the white. Because you use a lot of white, you can fill up your little bottle again. So that's what I'm going to do. I need to go and find the bottles for those. I've got my resin. Now this particular resin, I've tried a few different resins because I thought, well, if I use a really thin resin, it's just going to drop straight through and be blobby. This one is the Let's Resin Fast Cure resin, actually. Just need to make sure that my molds are clean. I just used an alcohol wipe to clean out any residual color. So yeah, I'm going to pour my resin in. Actually, I'm going to spray it first with some isopropyl just to help with bubbles, or prevention of bubbles. So they generally, I think they take about 50 grams each. Sometimes I don't fill them up all the way. Well, you can't fill them up totally all the way because you need to allow for all your inks. So don't fill them up totally all the way. But I think they take about 50 grams each. And if you want to know what that is in ounces, just divide 50 by 30. That'll give you the ounces. All right, I need to go. I'll just leave them sitting there. I need to go and find my bottles, my little bottles for these. In case you don't know, you can just with the bottles, you can just actually wriggle out that nozzle and fill it up. I use a little baby funnel. A little funnel. Put your gloves on though, because it's very messy. I'll just fill this up. All right, I am set to go. So there's those ones with the white already mixed into them, and then this one is, actually, it's very messy. I'm going to put a piece of paper towel down. Make sure you've shaken them really well. And I'm going to get all the lids off them so that we're ready to go. Shake, shake, shake. So I've got magenta and sapphire and sunbright yellow. I don't think the brand of ink makes all that difference, and I will be experimenting with others, but this is the magic one, the Pinata white, the Blanco Blanco. You need that one. Again, I haven't experimented with others, so I will, but for today we're just going to use these. And then these ones are my pre-mixed with Pinata already in them, so they are more pastel, I guess, more opaque, because you know they've got white in them. And I just bought these little nozzle tip bottles. If it works, I'm going to have to buy myself some more, then I can mix up lots of different colors. The reason I like to have them pre-mixed is if there's a section that you've missed and you drop white in it, you're going to get a white blobby. Whereas when I do my colors, even if I have blobbies, they're not white, they're colored blobbies, and I think that still looks pretty. I'm happy with that. All right, here we go. I don't know if I like these things, but anyway, I'm gonna go drop, 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 drop. It's gonna kind of spread them out a little bit. So pink and blue are gonna give us purple, yellow and pink are gonna give us orange, and then yellow and blue are gonna give us green. So I'm just gonna kind of spread out my colors, and I don't mind if they blend a little bit. I think that looks really pretty, like so. So these ones are spreading a lot more, don't know why, but they are. Now I'm going to make sure that I've covered the whole surface. I don't want any little areas that are not inked. Same with these ones. Make sure that I've got color everywhere. Like so. All right, so these ones now these ones you can see that the color's not as strong. So I'm going to do 2 layers of the ink. Just make the color a little bit more sort of saturated. And then I'm going to go in with my white, and I'm going to just cover the whole thing in white. Not necessarily counting like drop per drop, just covering the whole thing in white. I don't like these things. I might have to cut them off. All right, so that's that one. Now this one I'm going to go again with another layer of my same color. Again, I'm not really counting drop to drop. I'm just kind of squeezing and it's just going over. Like so. All right, so that's that one. And now back to this one. I'm going to do another layer of color. Can't really see where I've been anymore, gosh. And then just going to go over the whole thing with some more white. Okay, so that's the second layer. Now with this one, it's had its 2 layers, and I am just going to go over with 1 layer of the white just on its own. Okay, because when I did this one I did 3 layers, but I did white in between each layer, so I'm just going to see how it goes. We'll just practice, okay? So this has got 2 layers of color and then a layer of white, and then these ones I'm going to do 3 layers of color with white in between each, or white on top of each, I should say. And we'll see how that goes. So basically everybody's having 3 layers. Okay, there we go. I could have actually filled them up a little bit more. They're not quite full enough. All right, so there they are. Not much. This is a lot darker, isn't it, this one? You can see the resin there moving, reacting with the alcohol. It's cool, isn't it? This one, it's not really moving. Can't really see it moving. So anyway, all right, I'll come back to you later on today and we'll unmold them and see if either has worked or which one looks nicer. So pre-mixed with white, 2 layers, and then white on top. No pre-mixing, but 3 layers with white in between. All right, see you a bit later. Right, I came to unmold these, and this one, it's set, but it's got so much ink on the top that it's kind of got a skin. This one isn't so bad. I could probably unmold that one, but I thought it's just because I can't unmold this the way it is. Look at it. I'm going to put some polyurethane resin on it to give it a hard base, and then I might as well just do this one as well, just to cover up that ink. I probably put way too much ink on it, and yeah, especially the Pinata, it's known to have a skin on top. All right, I don't need the rest of that. So this is going to set up in just a few minutes. It will go white once it's cured. There's a bit of resin there. Oh, it doesn't matter now. So I'll be able to unmold this in about 10 minutes or so. But I thought I'd better show you what I'm doing. Otherwise I'll go to unmold and they'll be white and you'll go, oh, Julie didn't do that. It's not white. So anyway, we'll see what happens. It's very, very thin, especially this one. It's only a couple of millimeters, so it's probably going to take a little bit longer to cure than normal. But it's getting there. Is it starting to go white yet? It's like watching grass grow, isn't it? Anyway, it'll go white. They'll both go white. And then I'll come back to you in about 10 minutes and hopefully I can unmold them. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes. They're a little bit warm still, but I think they'll come out. Now this was the one that had a lot of sticky ink on it. So it's probably going to be, ew, look at that, it's all gooey on the side. Alright, I better get a wipe out. This is the only problem with the Pinata inks. Well, it could be just because I've put too much ink in there. Probably. It's probably my fault that I put too much in there. But I'll just sort of clean around the edge. Ah, look at that. I haven't had this happen to me before. I must have put way too much ink in there. But I just want to get it out. Sort of, I clean the ink off now. Hopefully it won't get all over my piece. Ugh. There we go. Gosh, there's a lot of it. All right. I don't want it, if it's worked, I don't want it to have, you know, sticky resin all over it. So let's just clean up this side a little bit. So the resin has cured. It's just the ink. Sticky ink. All right, let me clean my hands. I'll be right back. Ugh. So I didn't really count the drops with this. I just kind of, you know, dropped them in. I probably should have counted them because it was way too much. All right, let's have a little look. Gosh, I hope it's worked after all of this. Well, it probably hasn't because it's got way too much ink on it. All right, let's have a look. Oh, that's not too bad actually. I mean, it is a bit blobby, but it's brighter than that one. See the difference in colors? Like, look at the pink on this one. It's really sort of more of a musky pink, and this is a bright pink. Okay, so way too much color. Well, too much white, I guess. But heading in the right direction. Heading in the right direction. Better than that one anyway. But yeah, too blobby. All right, I'm going to throw that out because it's all sticky. All right, so next time I won't use, oh no, I've got it on me again. I won't use so much. I think I did, was it 3 layers? I'm going to have to go back and watch my video. I think it was 3 layers. This one's not as sticky. Well, it's not sticky at all. Because, I don't know, maybe it's because I've mixed it in. Now you can see the colour in the bottom there, and the rest of it's the alcohol. Alright, got a bit of a clean up to do on my mould there, haven't I? Alrighty, let's have a look. See what this one's like. Hopefully this one's worked. Shall we have a little peek at the side? Ooh, we've got some stuff happening on the sides. Looks bright. Oh, look at that. Oh, I kind of don't want to look now in case it's no good. Alright, where's the top? Where's the bottom? I think that's the L there. Alright, are we ready? Now this was the pre-mixed ones. Here we go. Oh, that's really interesting. I wouldn't say it's lovely, but wow, that's so interesting. I don't know what else to call it. So we've got some little, are they called dendrites? Dendrils? And we've got a few little bits that have hit the bottom there. So I guess it wasn't quite heavy enough, but it certainly got some interesting things going on in there. But look, it's a good jumping off point, I think. Both of these. Not what I expected, but you know, a lot of people would like them, I think. Very interesting effects. So we'll keep going. I'll clean up my mold. We'll do another one, and I just won't use as much ink or as much white. This one probably needs some more white, and this one not so much white. So all right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully we can both learn about Petrie's together. All right, I'll see you real soon for the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.